What's going on, everybody? It is Triple Crown 24 back with my day 0 recap of the National. Today's the first day of the show, but yesterday was, I guess, the preseason, if you will. And at the show itself, I did not do any buying. It turns out that I had a few deals worked out kind of beforehand to sell some stuff. I was able to move a little bit more on top of that. And then when I did start walking around to potentially look at a few cards, I ended up spotting one that my good friend Eric Those Back Pages had high on his want list, called him over, and we spent pretty much the rest of the show talking about that. I won't spoil it. You can go check out his video. He'll give you probably more of a breakdown than I will. But I did go to the trade night over at the Lowe's, one that kind of just broke out in the lobby as it has in years past, and made a few deals. So I wanted to show those off here pretty quickly, and then I'll play some clips at the end for just to show you a little bit of what the show floor looked like and also the craziness of the trade night. All right, the first deal up was a trade. I was able to get these 3 cards in return. I'm going to be into these cards for about $360 total, and I'm pretty pleased with that. First one up, a little hockey. Throwing a curveball at you guys. 2020-21 O-Pee-Chee Platinum, Jason Robertson. This is the Neon Yellow Surge. Kind of one of the lower end products out there for hockey, but Robertson, he was one of, if not the hottest name in the hockey side of the hobby for a good portion of last year. And I don't expect that to change anytime soon. This is one that I'll probably have to take a look over to see if maybe it is worthy of going off to one of the third-party grading companies, but nonetheless, that was kind of the last card that was needed to complete the deal. These were really the main 2 that I was after. Justin Jefferson Glass Mosaic. These are tougher inserts from Mosaic. I want to say they're case hits, but don't quote me on that. They might be a little bit tougher. You can kind of see it here. It's got some like almost looks like dust on the surface. You can kind of see it. A lot of those have this kind of look to it, but it does have incredible shine. It presents itself really well too. So I was really happy to come away with that card. And last but not least for that deal, this is one where you hear the price and it shocks you. Sidney Crosby, 2nd year autograph from Ultimate Collection, one of my favorite Upper Deck products. It's not numbered, but I can't imagine there are too many of these out there. So 2nd year on-card auto of one of the greatest of his generation. I won't say the greatest, but one of the greatest. Yeah, I had to go for it. All in all, that stack was pretty pleased. It was nice to just break the ice and get the first deal of the day done. Next up, I ended up trading away a Walter Payton patch card that I had from National Treasures. I got it last weekend, or I guess maybe the weekend before. Yeah, weekend before at the Eastgate show back home locally. And I had a feeling it would move here in Chicago pretty quickly. Sure enough, it did later on in the night. So this was a partial cash, partial trade. It puts me into this card at a price where I'm comfortable taking a gamble on it. 2022 Panini Instant Sauce Gardner. He's a UC alum. That's one of the bigger reasons why I do target his stuff. I like the green ink, even though his little thing that he does here usually goes off the card. It gets a little wild with the signature. But this is numbered out of 10. A guy who, this one might not even make it back with me to Cincinnati, but certainly one that would not mind having in my showcase for some of the shows here in late summer and into the fall. And then I have one more card. I gotta go run and get it. Sorry about that. Professional video work from Triple Crown 24, right? I was looking through my stack. I realized this was a 2-card deal. But I made a partial cash, or partial trade, mostly cash deal at the end as I was about to walk out of the trade night. My largest purchase, I guess you could say, of the show so far. I ended up trading away a Calvin Johnson Prism card and then a Tua insert out of Optic. And there were 2 cards that I was into for nothing at this point. it gave me a little bit more flexibility, and found some middle ground with the gentleman who had these two cards. First up, I'm a sucker for the Genesis. What can I say? Especially when they're 10s. Genesis, Christian McCaffrey. I don't like to pay up big for running backs, but McCaffrey's more of a proven commodity at this point. And the Genesis is, I guess, a bit of a color match with the Panthers. I didn't really think about that when I picked it up, but man, that card is so sharp. This one, I would say, is a little bit sharper, though. And I've kind of been looking for this guy a little bit at this show. I have a feeling that it's going to be really tough to find him, just because from what I've heard from most of the Chicago dealers, he is one of the most popular names for football. But you never know what you could find at a trade night. This is the Purple Power Justin Jefferson. I've been looking for ideally like a purple or a purple ice. I think they have purple ice this year. I can't remember exactly, but I thought those would be a little bit more affordable. But here's a 5.9 of this one. Again, they're out of 49. This is one of those that I just don't mind holding on to for a while. Now, I say that, and it will probably be toast by the time that by the time that the show is over. It'll probably be gone by the time you see this video, right? That's how it always seems to work out. But not a bad day zero. Like I said, I was mostly helping friends and making deals here on day zero, but day one hopefully will lead to some more pickups and some more transactions. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another national recap. Take care, stay safe, be kind.
Yeah.
But, you know, the hobby is done.
This place is massive.
What's that? Don't sell it again, because you're not going to have it.
Lions fans uniting at the show.
Lions fans unite. Let's go, baby.
Show.